when someone is willing to own where they might have misstepped, own where they've made a mistake, own where they could do better. The place I thought about the most with regard to the Blues is the formation behind you, where you guys are flying so close, like wing to wing. How close are those wings? Like 12 inches, 18 inches, something ridiculous like
Yeah,
that.
well, in this picture, it's early on in the season. It's probably more like I'd say 36, but we get to 18.
Oh, 36,
Yeah, I know.
36.
Well, that's yeah. It's the practice, but it's first you got to set what we're talking about here. And that's what I experienced in my first Blue Angel debrief, which, by the way, I'd done thousands of tactical debriefs in the military, fighter pilots, Top Gun, these kinds of things. And those are all good. Okay. But they're not what we're talking about. This
Right.
is something unique here. And when I got to experience that firsthand as an applicant, I had just gotten selected. We call it a newbie. I was blown away because here you see these people who are operating at the highest level, and they're being the most critical of themselves. They're being the most humble, just the opposite of what you would expect. So talk to me about trust and personal responsibility and why that's so important. How do we cultivate that?
Well, you just said it, and the Blues are an example of just that. Are willing to take ownership of those places of that growing edge, or sometimes I like to call it the bloody edge, because it is, it often feels painful. The guy next to you is going to call himself. I don't have to point fingers. I don't have to hold you accountable, right? That breeds trust because I know you've got you. And that's what I see when I look at that formation. And that's what I see when I see the Blues debrief is the safety in that room. And they even call it the safety, right?
Yep.
The safety in that room it's unbelievable to me. It's an amazing thing that they've cultivated, and that's what breeds trust, is the fact that I know that you are going to take responsibility for everything that you do, everything that you don't do, everything that you say, everything that you don't say. I don't have to get you to own that. And so if we're talking about an individual relationship, or we're talking about those macro relationships of many relationships within a company, if you're going to breed a culture of trust, it starts with that. It starts with personal responsibility.